Mrs. Suketa Dalal, Jagdish Shetty, Professor Nalapat, M.R. Venkatesh, my friend Arvind Chaturvedi, all other friends and well-wishers who are assembled here. Dr. Swami has an uncanny knack of providing tough jobs to me. Whenever something is very difficult, he says, Professor, you have a look at it. So he has asked me to speak about the role of Twitter and way ahead. And all of you know that we are assembled here because one positive thing about this group is all are knowledgeable people, knowing about the situation in the society at large and the country at large. We are in extraordinary amount of difficult times as well as challenging times. The old Chinese proverb always says challenging times are also interesting times. Interesting, I don't know, for people who are challenged or people who are challenging, but it is called interesting times. And every institution is facing crisis, partly by omission, partly by commission. Almost all the institutions are in great crisis. Elected institution, regulatory institutions, representative institution, judiciary. For instance, yesterday I found out that the entire 2G scam is due to A.B. Vajpayee. Suddenly I realized. This was never known. I never could associate this. That fellow seems to have, he is still alive. He seems to have swallowed 40,000 crores and sitting somewhere. This never ever was covered in the last 4 years or 3 years of this 2G scam. Sudden revelation. And this is the 5th report by the JPC which has put itself into shame actually. The first report was of the Bofors, headed by an MP from my state, Shankaranand. Then it was Harshad Mehta. I think she would know much more and much better. Most of you younger people, no. Most of you might have been in school or something that time. She's the one who actually broke it or brought out the entire details of the scam. And it required, in those days there was no, visual media, and it required enormous amount of hard work, courage and conviction. And she did that. They constituted a JPC, which was, very sad actually to say the least. Then we had a JPC on the stock market, so many Ketan Pare cooperative banks, and then one on the Pepsi and Coke. It was supposed to be insecticide, and JPC could not figure out what is the cola point, what is the insecticide point, and nothing came out of it. 4 reports. This is the 5th report. It's a great shame on one of the major institutions of our country actually. On the other side, we find, extraordinarily, unbelievable spectacle of judiciary behaving in this fashion. A particular bench, here's the case of Sagara, and a new bench is constituted. First time in the judicial history of this country. And the Bar Council member, Krishnamani, he sits there and then asks why this has been done. No response. And then this other fellow, this famous Bollywood actor, he wants to follow Manmohan Singh. He says, I would be like Manmohan Singh, I don't want to start a sentence. So this is because both of them in different ways. Hare Baba, you have to start a sentence. No, my PM never starts a. So I would emulate PM. And the court says, yes. Every institution you look around is in crisis. The credibility in terms of its probity, in terms of acceptance by the people. So what is happening in our system is, even if some genuine type of issues are put forward by some of these heads of these institutions, people are refusing to believe. That is the extraordinary amount of crisis our republic is facing today. And in that context, the assemblage of large number of people I think 450 or 500 have registered for this program. Is an extremely joyous occasion, I would say. Because this is voluntary, this is motivated, this is not paid or anything. Actually, this pays to have its breakfast and lunch. It's not paid by the NREGA or any such thing. This group. So such a large group of motivated and significantly enthusiastic group, and young component I was told is very high in this spectre, 20 to 40. Of course 44, 45 is youth in our country, but so in which case most of you are yet to be born anyhow. So in that category, but still it is a phenomenal amount of strength. And this is the first time I would say not particularly mobilized by any political party, not particularly mobilized by any other group or anything. Voluntarily, so many number of people assembled in a place. I saw that in Bangalore, and I am sure we will be replicating it in other towns. This is something which has its own momentum, and I am sure it will also have its own trajectory. Two things possibly should be thought about by this group is, one is over a period of time, because a large number of people are voluntary. They have something else to do also. They have regular jobs, but they can think of forming groups in terms of some amount of specialization. In some areas, we are going to have a discussion on this national security issues, and she is going to talk about regulatory perspective. So whether it is possible for some group of youngsters to join together and work in a specific type of a aspect or a field over a period of time. This will create significant amount of alternate literature, alternate amount of body of knowledge available to people, which is not controlled by any regulatory government type of a sponsored or other type of a program. So this I think maybe the youngster should think about. Like-minded people can combine together and on particular type of a theme or a topic they could work on it. And the momentum generated by this group is not going to be stopped at all. It's very difficult because motivated, voluntary type of people, nothing can prevent them or nothing can stop them from enunciating their goals. Second is, since a large number of your youngsters, lesser the quarrels better. There's a lot of differences. It's always there, The larger goal, larger perspective is much more important. As it used to be told in the US context, one of the major bane of the right groups is they are permanently bickering and quarreling. The left group has an advantage. Without even knowing what is happening, they will go on sign and they will make huge amount of noises. Then if you ask them, why are you shouting? No, others are all shouting. They have a standard template in Delhi for any major event which has taken place. 160 academicians would have signed it already. So these people will issue a press statement or press thing. So I think it is required for us to cultivate the habit of having lesser amount of quarrels and dissension. There are always, what one can call individual differences, perspectives. Nobody is 100% thinking in similar lines or anything. So that is the second type of a thing. Last is, of course, some of you may not have been born even or may not be knowing that the post-emergency, actually this Janata Party was constituted after the elections were over and other things. And then our friend Madhu Limai, some of you might have heard his name. He is from this part of the country, even though he was an MP from Bihar. He enunciated that this is not acceptable because there is what he called, he told that people who are members of RSS cannot be members of the Janata Party. Dual membership. He brought out this issue. He is a Lohite and I should share it with you. Lohites are known wreckers throughout the history. No system, no stable system they appreciate. They would see to it that it is in some way or other demolished or demoralized. He brought down the government and then much is known and history. A person like Rajanarayan who stood against Indira Gandhi and won the election, who was responsible for a case against her in the Allahabad High Court and other thing. He became close to Sanjay Gandhi. And then put together they brought in a government which didn't last even a couple of months actually. The point is, that time this party split and a new party got formed called Bharatiya Janata Party. Other party is Janata Party, continuing. So the father is continuing, son is also continuing. Father is every day in court actually. So, where is the father, sir? He is in court. Fortunately, so far he is in court as a representing counsel only. He is not accused so far. So he is not in court, but he goes to court on a daily basis. To the extent Supreme Court judge asks, who are you? Why are you here? And suddenly realizes that one gentleman is sitting every day in the front row and monitoring him, what he is doing. I think the time has come for the son to recognize that the father's travails and then and then we do our battle in the parliament, whether we do it best way or worst way, but we try to do it. So I think the time has come for the son to bring the father in. That is the best way in which unity can be. As we always jokingly say, the lion of Gir and the smart fox of Madurai, if they combine together, that would be a combination of fox and a lion. You might not be knowing this story in Panchatantra, but fox and lion are good combination, right? Fox can tell the lion what to do another. I was, there was one interview or something I was telling, lion is not given enough amount of subsidies. Because lion is communal. That's some new type of thing compared to tigers. So then they told you shift some lions to Madhya Pradesh from Gujarat. So, and that fellows do not know Madhya Pradesh is more communal than anyhow. So this is the need of the hour, according to me. And I only wish and hope, and as usual, many of the followers in Twitter will know, let's pray to the Lord Ganesha that the lion and the fox are put together within the next few months, and so that would give a new momentum and a new type of trajectory to our activities. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.